Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome to the AttaGirl podcast.
We are so excited to be back. It's been a few weeks since we've recorded, so it feels good.
Yeah, it's only been a week for you guys, but it's been, 3 or 4?
Yeah, the whole holiday break.
Yeah.
Which was kind of sad. I was like, dang, I kind of miss it. But we, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yeah.
2024. I think it's going to be a good one. I really do. Like, I have a good feeling. Like,
I do too.
I'm excited about the new year, but like, this is the first year I've been like, no, like, this is it.
No, I totally agree. I feel the exact same way. I have a new job. I have this podcast going. I've got great friends.
Yes.
It's all panning out perfectly. There's no stress in my life, really.
Yeah,
I feel great. I feel great.
I hope y'all feel great too out there. So Cam and I had the best New Year's. We went to Vegas.
Yeah, we did.
And I mean, who doesn't love Nashville? I mean, I know I love Nashville. I'm there probably every other weekend.
It's so fun.
There's so much to do.
Yeah.
And not just partying. Like, there's just...
Yes. You'll never have an identical trip.
No. Oh, my gosh. Especially not with us. I mean, that's for certain. We kind of wanted to just give y'all a recap of our New Year's just because it was pretty eventful for how many days? 2?
It was 2 nights, 3 days. Yeah. And the first day was we just got there and didn't... Well, no.
It was pretty eventful. So to start the trip out, my mom and I drove to pick Cam up, and then we drove to Nashville. I swear that was the fastest drive. Thank goodness. I hate when it feels like forever. Jamming out in the car, talking.
Yeah, we stopped at a gas station, got our gas station snacks.
I don't know what y'all's go-tos are, but ours are.
We learned, actually, this trip that we have identical snacks.
Yeah, we did not know. I was like, okay, first I get a Slim Jim. She was like,
oh, me too.
Me too. Boiled peanuts.
And I was like, me too.
And then nerd clusters.
Same.
Like, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of that. You got your sweet, you got your salty, and the Slim Jim is your protein, kind of, I guess.
So good.
So we got our boiled peanuts. While we were there, we listened, where my mom did. She heard this guy and the girl at the cash register.
Yeah, the girl was like, so, hey, how you been?
He goes, not really doing anything, just hanging like a loose tooth. And oh my gosh, my mom, like, she was bent over across her legs so she didn't pee her pants, crying. We're like, Mom, what happened? What's going on? Why are you laughing so hard?
And that's what she said. She was like, I've just never heard that before. That just flew all over me. That was so funny.
And then she said they were so casual about it, like, oh, yeah. Like, it didn't even faze anybody, just hanging like a loose tooth. So that's our new line that we've been just hanging like a loose tooth.
We've been using it all weekend and some.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So then we get to Nashville. Thank goodness our room was ready earlier than we thought it was going to be. Amazing. Go to our room.
Super nice.
Oh, it was cute. Yeah. And it was right there, walking distance to Broadway. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how we roll. There's so many cute Airbnbs. We almost stayed at this one that looks like Dolly Parton, everything pink, and
it was very cute.
So cute, but
we would drive.
Yeah. And being right there and just walking distance. Oh my gosh, it was clutch. So we get ready, we make some TikToks, of course, and then we start out at Miranda Lamb. No, we went to Tin Roof first.
We did, yeah.
And it was dead.
It was. There was like a little band playing. They were good.
But before that, Mom and I did open up some Kim Crawford.
That's right.
Mom and I split the whole bottle before even going anywhere. I was like, Mom, because we were making TikToks. She comes out and she was like, oh, I thought you had already finished yours and gotten more. And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, well, you might want to have the rest of it then. I was like, what do you mean?
She said, I'm 2 glasses in.
I was like, well, okay then. So it was fun. We were having a good time. We got a Tin Roof. Oh, and then we went upstairs hoping there'd be the rooftop open. It wasn't open. It's kind of dead, but usually that's our go-to spot.
Yeah.
Live music during the day, I swear there's nothing better.
I totally agree. It's so much fun.
I mean, I say that every time I leave Nashville. I have way more fun during the day.
Yes,
than
and
I do
we
at night.
did.
We so did. So we went to, did we just go to Miranda Lambert straight after that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we did, and then stayed there because we were having the time of our life.
Literally, we went to the rooftop.
Yep.
Whatever her name was, whoever she was performing.
Oh gosh, she was incredible. I wish I would have.
I know. Been like, girl, you rock.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh. She was so good. Singing a little bit of everything.
Yes.
And we kept talking the whole time. We're like, okay, we're going to do a drop split. Okay, we're going to do a drop split. Okay.
And if you know anything about me and Riley, we don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Don't care.
If you had seen us dancing.
We weren't trying to look good.
No.
Or like we were just being silly. We were spinning. I was running around with a cup on top of my head.
Which is really impressive. If y'all haven't seen the video, you need to go look at my TikTok. She can balance literally anything and everything on her head.
I'll do it right now.
See, it doesn't move. It literally doesn't move.
My brother calls me SpongeBob because I have such a square, flat head. But it works.
But the thing was that she didn't just stand there. She was running back and forth, like pacing with it on her head.
A cup with ice and drink.
Yes, and it didn't move. So we were, literally having the time of our lives dancing. Everyone was even kind of coming up and being like, wait, y'all are fun.
Yes.
We had that group, and then he was a model.
Yeah, he was like, I just want y'all to know that you guys are just fun to watch.
And we were like, oh my gosh.
And I said, thank you, we have a podcast.
Yes. Well, that was the thing. We were like, okay, free advertisement right here, right now. Podcast.
Yeah.
And so he followed everything.
Yes.
Our personal accounts.
Got a network.
Yes, it was great. And he's apparently a model.
Yeah.
And their whole
Shout
friend
out to
group.
you.
Yeah. Don't quite remember your name, but you're the best. Thanks.
Yeah, he was so nice. Made my day.
So then we met the other two girls behind us at the end that were dancing with us.
That's right.
Then there was that whole family that kept slow dancing. Ugh, it was so cute.
I know. And there's a video of us. We're dancing goofy.
We're like,
and there's people slow dancing in the back. And it's like, if you don't hear the music, you're like, what's the vibe here?
Yeah, what are they doing or what are they doing? Oh my goodness. And so then they were playing Bright Side, right?
Yep.
And then I'm just dancing. I'm kind of spinning in a circle. And she goes, splits.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. And then we dropped and we did the drop splits at the exact same time. It was actually incredible.
It was so fun.
You know that TikTok sound where it's like, I do iconic things or something like that? I really want it. We got to find that sound to put it over that video because
perfect.
It was incredible. Then we met this guy, cowboy, farmer.
Yeah, he was so nice. He bought us drinks.
Yeah, all three of us.
Yeah.
We're like, no, you don't have to do that.
Gave Riley his hat.
Yeah, which, hey, props. I love props. So that was fun. And then, the thing I love about Nashville, and maybe this is just our experience, there are so many people that are so nice that come up and buy you drinks or tickets this, and they don't expect anything in return.
Yes, they're so nice.
Like and we're like, okay, we got to go get ready for dinner. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was great. So it was one of those things where it was like, wait, this is kind of ideal because we're also the type of girls, we're not, that song, One of Them Girls?
Yes.
We're not trying to meet anybody.
Yeah.
We're there for us. Us three girls, me, Cam, and my mom.
Yeah.
We were there to vibe together. We weren't there for boys.
It was girls' time.
Absolutely.
Girls' weekend. It was so much fun. It's way more fun that way. Like,
yes.
And no judgment anywhere, but if you're in a bar concerned about what you look like, you're always trying to like hold yourself a certain way. You're trying to notice who's there and keep an eye out on everybody. Like, for safety reasons, maybe. Like, I get those people. But, like, if you're doing it just so you get noticed or whatever your goal is, oh, my gosh, please let it go.
Well, and you're not going to, I'm sorry, but you're not going to get noticed. We were literally not there for attention. When I say we were doing the drop splits and dancing because we were having literally the time of our lives.
It was so fun, yeah.
It was not for the attention of others, but it got us so much attention.
I would have done it in the very, very back and had no one watching me.
If we were in our own private room, I would have done
that.
Like,
we did.
She was doing handstands. I mean, we were having all sorts of fun. So that was the thing, though. But you just being yourself and having fun is way more attractive than just trying to look hot.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I mean, we looked hot. Don't get me wrong. but we weren't,
No, well, we weren't concerned with it.
No.
And I think that rings true for like just everyday life too. Like when you let go of the trying, things fall in your lap.
Well, because you look independent. You don't look desperate. You don't look... You just look like you're a genuine person, too. Yeah. You're like, oh, my gosh, they're just living their life. And it's like, yeah, I am, actually.
Literally.
We started line dancing. We got people line dancing with us.
Yeah.
That was fun. We got a group going.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, if you're ever out and about, have fun.
Yeah. Let go of the worry. Let go of the stress. Let go of the trying to be this or that. Like,
be the party starter.
Yes.
Because we kind of, I'm not going to lie, we
did. Like
there was nobody dancing on the dance floor until we got there.
No, literally. We got up in the front and said, let's do it.
Yeah, and we did it. We did the dadgum thing. It was great. We were supposed to leave by like 4, and I think we didn't leave till like 5.
We were having too much fun.
I know. I honestly didn't want to leave.
I didn't either.
I know. It was so fun. On our walk back to the hotel, we're talking about how we did the drop splits. And this family, it was a mom and dad and their, 12-year-old daughter?
Something like that, sure.
They were like, do it again. And we're like, okay. So we're
in the street.
In the street. Drop splits again. Boom, bang. The daughter did it with us.
Yeah, she did.
So
it was a good one.
Yeah, she kind of crushed it.
Yeah.
Dad goes, wait, let me get a picture. And I was like, Mom, make sure you get a picture too. So us 3 just in the street doing the splits. So we get back to the hotel. We're getting ready to go out to dinner. We meet up with one of my other friends. She comes over.
We get our New Year's outfits on.
We looked so cute. I
bought sparkly boots.
Oh my gosh, y'all. They were cute.
I'm really obsessed with them. I had a gift card from Christmas for Amazon, so I got those boots for like $30.
Shut up. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I was so pumped about it.
I mean, when I say they were cute, like they were cute.
Yeah.
So I wore like this velvet 2-piece set. I was going to put on like fancy gloves that came up past my elbows. I was like, no, that's a little too much. But we got all dressed up. That's pretty much all we did. And then we
ate dinner. It was really good.
Oh, yeah. We went to Layer Cake in Nashville. That was my second time going. The first time I did the Wonder Room that's on the bottom. It's like super colorful, bright, pink, blue, green. Yeah, it's really cool.
Really?
And then, we ate at the dining room, though, upstairs. Also, just a little side note. My mom and I have this weird theory. We don't really have a theory. This weird thing that's going on, and we don't know what it means. So 2 days, or a day before we left, so the 30th, I spilt my Stanley Cup at the Y working out twice. I forget. This was one we didn't add in. Twice. Yeah. Spilt the water. Then, on the way to go pick up Cam, I have my coffee in my hand, smack the door, falls on the ground, have to go get another coffee. It spills everywhere.
Yeah.
That night at dinner, I spilled my drink across the table.
You did.
On New Year's Eve. That night, we DoorDashed, which we'll get to that.
Oh my gosh.
The DoorDasher spilled our large Coke all over the food.
Yeah.
Another spilled drink.
The next day at brunch, I spilled my entire coffee all over the table.
What does this mean? What so many spills in the span of 2 days?
No. And I couldn't tell you the last time I really just spilled a drink.
Either.
Yeah. It was crazy.
So if y'all know what that means, please DM us and tell us, because I hope it's a good thing.
Yeah. Do we have bad vibes or good vibes?
I hope it's good vibes. I hope it just means like, good fortune going into the new year.
Yeah.
Woo.
You're spilling into the new year.
Yeah. In all sorts of ways. So that was just a little side note. But so we go to dinner. It was good.
It was really good.
And then Cowboy Farmer from back at the other place was like, hey, well, if y'all end up wanting to go to Kid Rock's, I'll pay $600 to buy y'all all tickets. I'm like, oh my gosh, no.
Yeah, please don't do that.
No, you do not have to do that. We were going to go to the Jack Daniels concert where it's a free concert. It was freezing.
It was way too cold.
Outside.
We decided not to do
that.
We
were like, it would be so fun and it's free.
Yeah.
But it is freezing. So it's one of those things where it's like pros and cons. So then we're like, okay, well, we could go to Kid Rock's, but I'm not making this guy pay for a ticket. Because I was worried. I was like, what's the catch?
Yeah, like, what do you want from this?
Yeah, because I'm not interested.
Yeah.
It's girls' weekend. And I'm not looking. So
then you connected with a friend.
Yeah, so I have a friend who lives in Nashville, writes music, musician. And he was at a bar that's a little more low key, kind of like for people who actually live in Nashville, where they would go, not just the Broadway touristy scene. We go there.
Oh my God, so fun.
Vibes were immaculate.
Yeah. It
was chill yet fun. We were all...
Him and his friends were so nice and so fun.
It was amazing. And we stayed there probably until like 11-ish because him and his friends ended up leaving. And it was just me, my mom, Cam, and then my other friend. And we're like, well, I guess we could go back to Broadway just to kind of see, like for Ringing in the New Year on Broadway.
Worst mistake of our life.
Y'all, it was terrible.
It was so overly crowded, which we expected.
I mean, yeah.
But it's because the other bars on the street had huge covers that they were doing.
Yeah, so, but I also thought, okay, since everything's ticketed, it'll be less people because you had to buy a ticket. But we went to the one place where you didn't have to buy a ticket before going.
And so did everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, when I say we got lost and separated from each other, it was so crowded. We counted down 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. Yeah. And then we're just looking at each other like,
should we leave?
Yeah, what do we do now? Like, this sucks.
We listened to the band a couple songs, but then we were over it.
I mean, it was just miserable.
When Riley looked at me and said, do y'all want to just go back? I said, I didn't want to be the first to say it, but thank God you did. Yes.
We were like, this just isn't it.
I couldn't even stand still. I was being bumped every 2 seconds, like I bumped this microphone.
It was awful. And then we're in the street. Y'all, my dumb butt. Oh, I forgot about the Uber ride.
Oh.
But we're in the street going back home, I guess. And I had met a police officer. Like, every time I go, I always run into him somehow. Yeah. And I think he knows me maybe from TikTok. He's officer, and then car brand is his last name. Mm-hmm. And I see another police officer. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if he's out tonight. Let me just ask, just to say hey. I was like, excuse me, officer so-and-so. And I name another car brand.
The wrong car brand.
He's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. And my mom was like, who did you just ask for? And I said it. And she goes, Riley, that's not his name. And I was like, I literally just forgot what car brand his name was and said a different one to a police officer.
Yeah, he looked at you so confused. He's like, I don't know.
I was like, I promise I'm not like.
But honestly,
it was so funny.
Honestly, though, he should have used his context clues. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was a car brand.
I mean, there's not many people that have car brand last names. He should have used context clues. Like, oh, no, I think you mean so-and-so.
I think I would have gotten really embarrassed if he had done that. I was glad it was Mom that corrected me.
True.
So
the Uber ride from the little low-key, what was it called?
Lakeside
Lounge.
Yeah, Lakeside Lounge.
It was so fun.
It was
that
cute.
Uber ride from Lakeside to Broadway, Riley popped out and decided that she was going to have an Australian accent, and we all had to roll with it.
Y'all, and I mean, when I say I have the worst.
Hell yeah, it wasn't a good one.
It started getting really Southern.
Well, you started talking Southern too. It's like, oh, that's how you Americans talk.
I mean, I was like, I kept saying mate after everything to make it sound, I guess, better. I don't know. I was like, yeah, over in Australia, we have these bugs and spiders, and my friend got bit, and she had cankles. I mean, those suckers were huge. We had to go home and get her out of those shoes. And I think in America, you guys call them hey dudes. I was like, we've got croc-looking hey dudes over in Australia, mate.
To keep the toes fresh.
I mean, I don't know what I kept calling the Batman building. Oh, there's the pointy building.
You said, oh, you call them police over here. We call them the popo.
I mean, I don't know what I was thinking.
And this car ride is like 15 minutes, and she talked in an Australian accent the entire time.
I mean, I was outrageous. I started talking about different wiener sizes here compared to Australia. I mean, what am I thinking?
It was hilarious. Like, I wanted to chime in and join you, but I couldn't. I was crying in the back seat. I could not even speak.
And then my friend in the front seat was like, Riley, stop.
Yeah, I was like, no, don't kill it.
I was like, am I embarrassing you? And then she was like, well, then how did we meet? I said, mate, you don't remember how we met? It's always in the forefront of my mind. And I was like, mind? I'm like, what am I talking? Like, what is going on?
No, it was hilarious, and I'm so glad you did that. It was the best, one of the highlights of my trip. I was crying, laughing. I could not breathe.
Okay, it was funny. Yeah, how do y'all react in an Uber? Like, do you talk to the Uber driver? Because I'm sorry. If I get in the car and the Uber driver does not speak to me, I will speak to you.
Yeah.
It is not going to be a silent ride.
It actually depends for me. If I'm alone, then I don't think I want to talk. I don't think I want to talk. Yeah, but if I'm like with a group, I'm not gonna we're not all gonna sit silently.
Yeah,
that would be weird.
See, I'm the type I get in. I'm like, so have you been busy tonight?
Well, okay, I do that.
I'm like, are you from here? How long have you lived here?
I do
you
a little.
Like it here?
I do a little of that, but like only it depends on how long the car ride is too. I'm not talking the whole time. Probably. That's I am polite. Like it's not like I get in and I don't speak, but I do our little short small talk and then get on my phone.
Yeah, see, I love it. And I always call shotgun. Well, unless someone gets car sick and they need the front, that's fine. But I mean, if I have the choice, I'm going to sit right next to you. I'm going to talk to you the whole time. It's the way I roll. I don't think I should do that if I ever travel up north, because everyone talks about traveling up north. Like the Uber drivers, like don't talk to you. Like they're no. Like up north, Uber drivers would rather be left alone. Which I'm sure there's a bunch down here that would rather be left alone too. But
sure.
But if I'm in the car, you just might not want to pick me up. You might just decline my.
If you see Riley W, just move along.
Say nope. I am not picking her up. She's gonna talk my ear off. So we go back to the hotel, and we're starving.
Oh my God, we're so hungry, and we wanted like gross, greasy food. You know,
like burgers, fries, cheese fries.
So we order
White Castle. Sorry, probably shouldn't have said that because we're not too happy. Well, they didn't really mess up that bad.
It wasn't them.
The only issue was the dot of cheese on the fries.
Oh my gosh. Literally, I ordered cheese fries, and it was a big tub of fries with a little pump of cheese right in the middle.
Yeah, like literally a pump. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, maybe even a half.
Yeah. It was horrible.
I was like, cheese fries? You mean fries with a speck of cheese?
Yeah, no, literally.
It's like they sprinkled like 2 little things of cheese and melted it. Like, it was literally that little.
It was so small. But yeah.
We ordered that. It took, what?
Well, Riley falls asleep, first of all.
Yeah. Oh, but before that too, DoorDash was messing up on me. I had to order 3 separate orders.
Yeah.
I had to do all of our orders separate.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then I called the guy, said, "Hey, are you there right now? Okay, awesome. I actually have 3 orders there. Do you mind just picking them all up at once and bringing them to the same place?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I actually accepted all 3 of your orders." I was like, "Amazing.
Perfect. Yeah.
See you so soon."
Yeah.
No.
So soon. Ha ha. Riley falls asleep. The order is on her phone, first of all. So it's locked, obviously. Her mom is like, I mean, should we were like talking through the rooms. She was like, should I wake her up? Like, how do we know if it's there? And I was like, yeah, it has been a while. Point. It's a good point. So she goes over to Riley's side of the bed and is like, hey, Riley, like, do you think we could like get in your phone so we can see where DoorDash is? She said, yeah, Mamacita. In her sleep.
Yeah. Mamacita. Heck yeah.
Your mom looked at me and then looked at you. She was like, no, Riley, I need your password. And she says whatever you say. I
give her the wrong one.
Yeah. And she's like, well, that didn't work. And then she was like, Mom. And then gives her the right one. Yeah. You did. And then we get on the phone, or she started messaging back and forth and says whatever, you know, it's taking a while. And then we notice that he's accepting other orders like 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away. And we're like, dude.
Which I'm pretty sure I selected the Priority Express.
Yeah.
So it should have come straight to us first.
Yeah. No, it didn't. It really didn't. Then he messages us and says, hey, sorry about this. The Dr. Pepper or whatever it was.
Well, I was supposed to be a Dr. Pepper, but then he said they didn't have it.
Oh,
he gave me
right.
a Coke.
He said, yeah, they didn't have Dr. Pepper. I had to get another Diet Coke. And also, I dropped it.
Like, excuse me, sir, what?
No.
What do you mean you dropped it?
Like, you didn't even have to tell us it was Diet Coke, first of all, because it was spilled anyway.
Yeah. What good did that do to say, hey, sorry, I had to substitute your drink? I mean, not that it matters because I dropped it, but I had to substitute it.
Yeah, we're like, oh, great. Not only did he drop it, we finally, oh my God, for hours.
I'm still asleep at this point. I mean, I had no idea.
We waited on it for hours, genuinely.
No, actually, I think it was like 2 hours, like for real.
Yeah. We go to the lobby, get our food. It is sticky and dripping wet from Diet Coke.
Like the bag probably I'm surprised it didn't tear.
Yeah.
It being so soggy.
It was. And we were just like, we had already waited 2 hours for this stupid White Castle. I mean, I didn't even want it at that point. Riley was already asleep. Her food was soaked.
Great.
It was so bad. My cheese fries had 1 dollop of cheese.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It was so bad. Like, the whole experience was bad.
I remember waking up, though, at I think 5 a.m. to go get my, we bought these little electrolyte drinks. I like drinking those during the week anyways. But went to go drink it. I said, oh my gosh, our White Castle got here. It's in the fridge. I was like, amazing. I guess I'll heat it up tomorrow. And then I wake up, I'm like, hey, y'all, the White Castle came. And they're like, you were asleep during all that. Let us tell you what happened. I had no clue. So then I get on my phone. I'm like, refund requested. I'm like, you dropped our food off first with a spilt Coke.
No, literally. And White Castle burgers are small anyway, Yeah. And then you get them a little bit soggy and they're ruined.
Like I didn't ask for a side of Coke to dip it in.
Literally, I might as well have dipped them.
Yeah, I didn't want that.
It was horrible.
No. So that was our food experience for that night. We learned to not DoorDash again.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
The next morning, wait, what did we do then? Y'all, Rose Bowl was the next day.
We went to Kitchen Notes first.
Yeah, which was freaking amazing.
If you've never been there.
Too feeling amazing.
Yeah. We were having,
Part of it was because we didn't I know we're sounding like we were wild. Like my accent in the car, Riley was actually sober. Like I'm not, my personality, you wouldn't know what I was on or what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's just how we operate.
Yeah.
And we
only had 3 drinks the entire day.
We weren't, it wasn't crazy or anything like that. And we went to bed decently early for it to be New Year's. And we slept in a little bit, felt great, woke up, went to Kitchen Notes, which is at the bottom of Omni Hotel. Y'all.
Oh my God, so good.
I mean, we sat there for probably 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
it was
the coffee was good.
Phenomenal.
It was just the pot coffee that they brought.
The lady, our waitress, so sweet.
Adorable, truly.
I mean, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
I got a waffle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, the cheese grits.
Which I didn't try, and I'm mad because my mom got these potatoes, and these potatoes, I mean, they were fat.
Yeah, they were good.
They were thick.
I took some.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, Mom, sorry, I ate probably 12 of those, but
they were so good. But my cheese grits were made with Gouda cheese and Tabasco sauce.
I wish I had tried them. I don't know why I didn't. That sounds amazing.
I mean, they were so good.
So we did that, and then we went back to the hotel because it was freaking cold as crap. Freezing. Oh my gosh, it was freezing. And then we're like, okay, where should we go for the game? Because we had been to the PBR bar with DraftKings the day before just to pop in because we had seen it all over TikTok.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have the upstairs open. We weren't going on New Year's because you had to pay a $500, not really, but expensive ticket to get in.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, let's just go there for the game. DraftKings, sports betting, they've got to have the game on, Yeah. So we go to DraftKings, we walk up and we're like, hey, I'm 3. And he was like, do you have a reservation? And we were like, no.
We just got here.
We just want to watch the game.
Yeah.
Sits us in a reserved booth.
It was really nice. We're like, how did we luck up with this?
Best seat probably in the place.
Literally. We had our own personal TV next to us, and then we were looking directly at a huge screen full of them.
We were like, okay, wait, this is kind of nice. This is great. And then they had a DJ playing every commercial.
Yes. Oh my God, and strobe lights.
Yes. We were like, we hit the jackpot with this place.
This is awesome.
And then there was a table full of guys. And right when we got there, though, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way. They came up and they're like, okay, you want to play a game for this game?
Yeah.
And I was like, huh? I was kind of like, here, I'm here for Alabama football. Do not disrupt my peace right now.
And I think I jinxed your team, by the way.
Cameron's an Auburn fan, first of all. She's an Auburn fan.
Yeah, I'm an Auburn fan, and I wore a Bama sweatshirt. I was trying to support the SEC. I was,
Yeah, I think it was the wrong move.
I think so too.
We lost.
It was bad juju.
It was. But these guys come up to us and they're like, okay, let's make a deal. Every time Alabama scores, we'll buy y'all a drink. But if Michigan scores, you have to choose a person in the bar to buy a drink. And I was like,
No, we're cheap.
I'm not buying anyone else in this place a drink. I'm hardly going to buy myself a drink.
Literally. I was going to have one.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and watch a game. What?
We're cheap, by the way.
Very.
We don't want to spend money.
No, we shared a side of fries for food that day. We were like, no.
We grew up that way. Yes, our dads are that way.
Yes.
I mean, we hold on to every penny.
Every penny, okay? So that's why we went to the free honky tonk bar that night for New Year's. We weren't paying a ticket to get in. But they came back to bite us in the butt. So anyways, they go back to their table. And we're sitting there. I mean, we're getting into this game. I'm screaming. If you know me, competitive as heck, I'm going to yell. I'm going to be sassy. And I'm a sore loser.
Yeah, Riley's jumping.
Yes.
Out of her seat. She's yelling.
So then one of the other guys comes back over and he's like, so where are y'all from? Are y'all from here? What are y'all doing here? Alabama fans. Okay. And we just kind of tell him our life story. He goes back. I guess one of the guys at the table had recognized me from TikTok and said, and one of the guys over there, he had come or told the waitress to put around on him for us, which was nice. We're like, we don't spend money, so this is nice. Thanks. We were only going to get one today. Now we get two.
Yeah.
And then he comes over and he was like, hey, is this you? And shows me the phone and it's my Instagram. And I was like, yeah.
That's such a weird line.
I was like, that's me. So then he ends up sitting, nicest guy.
Yeah, he was so lovely.
Me, Cam, and my mom forever.
Yeah.
I mean, we sit and chat it up. It was great. We end up all going to another bar, and turns out he's just really connected and his network is humongous.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool for us to sit and like hear a bunch of insight on social media, how YouTube works.
Yeah.
Equipment for the podcast. I mean, we really got
a lot of information and a lot of helpful like advice.
Yes. I mean, I was like, this is the perfect person to meet right now when we're entering this space.
Yeah, launching.
Yeah, like how did this happen? Like, oh my gosh, God is good. So it ended up being a really productive yet fun night. We went, besides losing, that sucked. And we went to Barstool because we hadn't been there, and that was a cool place.
That was cool.
Danced a little.
What?
Tongue-tied again.
Tongue-tied again. So we get a hot dog. We get a hot dog before we go in, and we're sitting there at the bar eating our hot dogs, whatever. One of the most good-looking men I've ever seen in my life was bartending. And I have a thing for, like, big tattooed men. I say that in the first episode. You probably remember.
Yeah.
The ones who look like they can throw me across the room.
Yes.
This man.
He was probably like 6'6".
Yeah. And
buff.
Huge.
I mean, biceps the size of our heads.
And completely tatted.
Yeah. To his, like, jawline pretty much.
Oh, my God. I was obsessed. Like, I was sweating.
Yeah.
And I told our friend that we had met, I was like, oh, my God, he's so hot. You know, whatever. And he was like, oh, give me a second. So then he says something to him. Still don't have that answer of what that was.
No, I don't either.
But this man, not only is he so fun, he comes up with a British accent.
He said, is that one of the best sausages you've ever had?
Because I said, literally, here's my drink. Tequila water, please. I couldn't speak. Like, I already thought he was so good looking, and then a British accent? Are you joking? Like, are you kidding me?
So he asked her a question. Tequila water, please.
Yeah, I couldn't. I should have.
Already has her drink in her hand.
Oh, yeah, it's full. Like, I just had nothing else to say. I mean, I really fumbled.
It was
I took my L.
I mean, when I say it was funny.
I couldn't breathe in his presence. It was really bad.
Because normally she's a rizzer.
Oh, yeah. No, in a different mindset, I would have been like, yeah, not yet. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
I would have handled that very well. But something about that man, and I had a few drinks in me. Yeah. I just couldn't.
Speechless, tongue-tied, whatever you want to call it. I mean, when I say, I was like, did you hear what he asked you, or did you not hear him? Like, I was confused.
I said, I heard him. I just want to crawl in a hole.
And it was hysterical.
It was so funny. We all have to take an L sometimes.
Yeah, just like my officer, wrong brand name, my Uber drive. I mean, it was just so fun. We were constantly laughing. It was the best trip ever.
He did keep eyes on us the whole night, though.
He stayed right there. He definitely was feeling you.
I did say a couple of things after that, but nothing. I couldn't flirt with him.
His necklace, y'all.
Oh, really?
No. His necklace, it had a paw print, and I was like, "Oh, are you a Clemson fan?" He goes,
"No, that's my dead dog Ashes." I think I just did Australian accent. Whatever.
I was like, oh, okay. And then he had them tattooed on his hand.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, not.
And I'm over here. I'm a little tipsy. I'll admit. But I'm drunk. Yeah. I was drunk. I was like, oh, I love that.
I love your dead dog's ashes in your necklace.
Oh, how sweet. What an idiot. I mean, I just fumbled continuously.
It was so funny, though. And now we have a great connection.
Yeah.
Networking afterwards. He's been so much help moving forward. I mean, I'm like, quote unquote, maybe you could be my another agent for me.
Yeah,
like,
really. I mean, we're still in contact with him.
And he's so helpful. So I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been navigating all this on our own. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of help on the side. So
really,
a lot of great things came from that trip. A lot of laughter.
Yes, definitely.
We got closer.
We did.
I mean, it was fun.
It was so much fun.
We're going to have to go back again soon. So that was our New Year's trip.
Yeah.
It was so fun. So if you're looking for a fun place to go, Nashville is your place.
It was so incredible. I had so much fun. I want to go back next weekend and the next weekend and the next. Let's just move there.
We might just move there, actually.
They do have an iHeart there.
They do. We might just do that. So hope y'all are having a great start to y'all's new year. Happy 2024. Let's do the damn thing.
Let's do it.
Yeah. AttaGirl. Bye, y'all.
Bye.